So this is a simple Java Swing GUI program that simulates every small bank account interface. It displays a balance, a text field to type an amount, and a button to deposit or withdraw money. So this class bank GUI short extends GFrame, meaning it creates a window. So first we have your import statement. So this imports bring in a swing component which is GFrame, GButton, GLevel, and etc. And we have layout and tools, and even handling, and number formatting. So next we have class declaration. So bank GUI short. So this class extends GFrame, meaning this class is a window, and it implements action listener, meaning it can handle button click. Declaring variables. So we have here a balance. So stores the current bank balance, and amount field. So where the user types an amount, and balance level. It displays the balance on the screen, and deposit and withdraw. So buttons for actions, and DF, which is decimal format. So formats number into 2 decimal. Next method is public bank GUI short. So everything inside this section sets up the GUI. And we have here set title. So sets the window title, and set size, set the window size, and ensure the window closes the program when you press X, and center the window on screen. Next is G panel. So creates a panel with 4 rows and 1 column, and add the spacing between rows 10px, and applies a dark background color, and adds padding around the edge. So this panel will contains all UI components. And we have balance level. So display the balance on screen, and format the text using 2 decimal places, and center the text, and uses a color font and color for visibility.
As part of the program, we are creating the amount input field and the deposit or withdraw button for a banking or wallet application. For setting up the amount text field equals new G text field, enter amount. This creates a text field with a placeholder, enter amount. It is centered, has a light gray color, a dark background, and uses the Sage UI font. This gives the text field a clean and modern look. Then, clearing the placeholder when click. Amount field that add mouse listener. When the user clicked the text field, the placeholder text is removed and the text color changed to white. This makes it obvious that the field is now ready to typing. Next, allowing only numbers. Amount field that add key listener. This section prevents the user from typing invalid character. The field only accepts number, decimal point. If the character is not allowed, it is consumed, meaning it won't appear in the next field. This ensures that the input is always a valid amount. And next, creating deposit and withdraw buttons. Deposit button equals make button deposit. 2 buttons are created. Deposit button purple, withdraw button pink. This color helps visually separate the actions. Then, adding event listener to the buttons. Deposit button add action listener, and withdraw button add action listener. When the user clicks either button, the program calls the action performed method, where the deposit or withdrawal logic will run. Then, for adding everything to the panel add, balance label, amount field, deposit button, and withdraw button. All components are added to the panel. Then, the panel is added to the new window and made visible.
And now, let's talk about this part. So first, let's look at how the program creates buttons. So there's a method called make button that takes a text and a color. So inside, it sets the button's background color text color, font style, padding, and removes the default focus border. And then finally, it returns the customized buttons. So this helps us create buttons that look consistent and visually appealing. And then next, we have a method called show receipt. So this method is used to show a pop-up message after every transactions. It displays the type of transactions, whether it's a deposit or withdraw, the amount, and the new balance. So it uses a simple dialog box to show this information to the user, making it easy to understand what happened after each actions. So now, let's move the main part of the program, handling button clicks. So this is done in the action perform method. Here the program first reads the amount entered by the user. It checks if the amount is positive. So if the deposit button is clicked, it adds the amount to the balance, updates the balance display, and calls show receipt to display the transaction details. And then if the withdraw button is clicked, the program first checks if there's enough balance. So if the balance is sufficient, it subtracts the amount, updates the balance, and show a receipt. If there isn't enough money, it shows an error message. And the end of every action, the input fields is clear for the next entry. So the program also catch any invalid input like letters or empty fields and show an error message to guide the user. And then finally, the program starts with the main method, which creates an instance of the Bank GUI short class. So this launches the program and opens the GUI, allowing the user to interact with the buttons and text field immediately.